Hello everyone. I have written the book with the title The Law of Money this year. If you haven't got one of the book yet, you can just contact me. The Law of Money is talking about the money and your relationship with money. How money gives comfort but not true happiness. Money is a strange companion. It sits quietly in your bank account, yet it can speak loudly in your mind. It can soften the edges of life, pay the bills, provide a home, offer security, but at the same time it can steal your peace, your sleep, or your joy. Many people spend their entire lives chasing it, protecting it, worrying about it, only to discover that the more they have, the more anxious they become. So, what is the paradox? Why does something designed to serve us often end up ruling us? The comfort that money brings. Let's begin with honesty. Money does matter. Money can give you comfort. It can put food on the table, give you a safe and warm home, provide education and opportunities, offer access to health care, reduce the stress of survival. In this way, money is like a soft blanket in the winter. It protects you from the harshness of the external world. Without it, life can feel uncertain, even frightening. But here is the truth most people slowly discover. Comfort is not the same as happiness. Comfort lives in the body. Happiness lives in the soul. You can have a beautiful house and still feel empty inside. You can drive an expensive car and still carry anxiety in your chest. You can have millions in the bank and still wake up in the middle of the night worrying about losing it all. Money can make life easier but cannot make life meaningful. Why money cannot create true happiness? True happiness does not come from what you have, but from how you live and who you become. Money operates in the external world. It measures value. It enables exchange. It creates options. But happiness is internal. It comes from the connection. It grows from gratitude. It deepens through purpose. You can buy a vacation, but not a peace of mind. You can buy a bed, but not restful sleep. You can buy company, but not genuine love. This is why many wealthy individuals still feel restless. They climb the mountain of success only to realize the view does not satisfy their heart. The mistake is not in having money. The mistake is in expecting money to do a job it was never meant to do. Why more money often creates more misery? It seems logical. More money should mean less worry, but in reality, the opposite often happens. Why? Because money amplifies who you already are. If you are peaceful, money gives you freedom. If you are anxious, money gives you more to worry about. Here are the hidden traps. First, the fear of losing it. When you have little, you worry about gaining. When you have a lot, you worry about losing. The mind becomes a god, constantly scanning for threats. Market changes, investment dropping, unexpected expenses, economic uncertainty. You are no longer enjoying money, you are protecting it. Second, the never enough syndrome. There is always a higher level, more income, bigger house, better lifestyle. Comparison quietly enters your life. You begin measuring yourself against others, and suddenly what you have no longer feels sufficient. This creates a treadmill with no end. Third, identity becomes attached to wealth. People begin to tie their self-worth to their net worth. If I lose the money, who am I? This question creates deep insecurity. Instead of money being a tool, it becomes your identity, and anything that threatens it feels like a threat to your existence. How worry about money steals life one day at a time. Worry is subtle. It does not shout, it whispers. It steals life not all at once, but slowly. A restless night here, a distracted conversation there, a missed moment with family, a constant background tension. You may physically present but mentally somewhere else, thinking about bills, investments, future risks, and one day you look back and realize you were so busy worrying about life you forgot to live it. Money worry often comes from living in the future. What if I don't have enough? What if something goes wrong? What if I lose everything? But life is only ever happening now. When your mind lives in what if, your life slips away from what is. Why people let money control them? At its core, money represents security and survival. Deep inside, the fear is not about money. It is about fear of being unsafe, fear of losing control, fear of uncertainty. Money becomes the symbol we try to control so we don't have to face the deeper fear. But here's the paradox. The more you try to control everything, the less peaceful you become. How to live without constant worry. This does not mean ignoring money or being irresponsible. It means changing your relationship with it. First, see money as a tool, not a master. Money is meant to serve your life, not define it. Ask yourself, am I using money or is money using me? When you shift this perspective, something relaxes inside. Define enough. If you don't define what enough is, you will chase forever. Enough is not a number, it is a feeling. Feeling enough to live, enough to feel secure, enough to enjoy life. Clarity creates peace. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is the antidote to scarcity. Limit mental consumption. Constant exposure to financial news, social media comparisons, and success stories can quietly increasing anxiety. Be mindful of what you feed your mind. Trust your ability, not just your money. Money can come and go, but your skills, wisdom, experience, resilience, they are deeper assets. When you trust yourself, you rely less on external security. Living one moment at a time. This is a real secret. Life is not lived in a bank account. It is lived in moments. The morning sunlight in your garden, the laughter with your grandchildren, the quiet peace of a cup of tea, the presence of someone you love. These moments do not require wealth. They require attention. To live one moment at a time, breathe deeply and return to present. Notice what is in front of you. Let go of future-based fear just for now. You don't need to own your entire financial future today. You only need to live this moment well. A deeper truth. Money can give you a comfortable life, but peace comes from within. Joy comes from connection. Happiness comes from meaning. When money is in its proper place, it becomes a blessing. When it sits on the throne of your life, it becomes a burden. The goal is not to reject money nor to worship it. The goal is balance, to have money in your hands, but not let it take hold of your heart. Final reflection. Imagine two people. One has little but sleeps peacefully, laughs often, and feels grateful. The other has abundance but worries constantly and feels empty. Who is truly wealthy? True wealth is not measured by what you accumulate, but by how deeply you can live, love, and experience life. So earn your money, manage it wisely, respect it. Do not give it your peace, because in the end, a life lived with presence, gratitude, and love is worth more than any number in the bank account. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy it.